There's literally hardly anybody here. From Monaco. Wow. Matcha with almond milk, £7.35. The billionaires have literally deserted Belgravia. £5.7 million. That is the average house price in the very fancy Belgravia. Guys, we are not in an average area today. We are a stone's throw from Buckingham Palace, and some seagulls by the sounds of things, but Buckingham Palace, Hyde Park Corner, Knightsbridge, and the corner of Mayfair, sandwiched between all of the lovely areas, is Belgravia. A very regal area where even if you win the lottery, guys, I hate to break it to you, you might not even be able to afford here. Us peasants though, it costs nothing to walk around, which is what we're going to do today. I'm going to take you a little bit of a tour. I like coming here when the weather is nice. It's getting warm, guys. Oh my gosh, heaven forbid we actually have a summer. And show you some of the little shops, cafes. Definitely going to grab a coffee because your girl is tired. And yeah, show you some of the beautiful streets around this area. Oh, it's back again. See guys, you can have millions and still have to listen to the sound of cars through the night. And we're kicking this off on Wilton Crescent. What a beautiful day to do this video. We are in the borough of Westminster, but also the borough of Chelsea, or Kensington and Chelsea as well. It's kind of split between the two, but it is such a stunning area already. You probably are getting the vibe. But it wasn't always like this. It was actually pretty dire back in the 1700s. This isn't going to be a history lesson, but I just wanted to kind of let you know why it's such an affluent area, and is it really worth the money? We'll go and have a look. But yes, back in the 1700s, this was kind of called, well, it was known as Five Fields because technically there were 5 fields with different things being grown, and it was dangerous, guys. You would not want to go through here on your horse at night. You would get robbed, if not killed. A lot of this area is still owned by the Grosvenor estate. I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of them. Very, very, very wealthy, not rich, wealthy family. Imagine owning like a chunk of London. Wow. But look at this blue sky. The traffic is wild because Park Lane is shut. What I wanted to show you was Wilton Crescent, but of course, guys, because I'm a peasant, and a peasant in the YouTube world, make sure you're subscribed. You have to have a key to go into all of these private gardens, and it was part of the development of this area. A big hook was that there are these beautiful lock and keyed gardens. Looks like there's a bit of an artwork going on there. And the wealthy who live in the area, usually it's kind of the road behind as well. I'm not totally sure on the rules. You have a key access key, and you're allowed in. Yeah, look at that traffic, that's wild. Up there is the Berkeley Hotel. The Berkeley Hotel also has a really lovely afternoon tea. I went a very long time ago, pret-a-porter, and it's got like a fashion aesthetic to it. It's really cool. It's definitely sunnies weather. Got my sunnies on. And I know I've shown you Belgravia before. There's a little shopping road which I want to show you. We're going to go and get the viral, apparently the best matcha tea that you can buy. I'm gonna go and get an iced drink because it's actually gonna be a whopping 26 degrees. And when I upload this, hopefully the weather man was not wrong. And it's been nice for 2 weeks. Quick one, someone did put a comment which honestly made me laugh. Being a weatherman or weatherwoman is the only job, right, where you can be consistently underperforming and never hit any of your targets or be correct and still be employed. What's that all about? But this curve, this crescent is lovely, and it's kind of reminding me, I will eventually, I guess, go to Bath. I haven't been to Bath in many, many years, and I'll go and do a vlog at some point. And if you want to live in Wilton Crescent in this little area here, it's really lovely. I mean, even in the rain, I'm sure this is very beautiful. I will try and throw up on the screen now anything. Maybe one of those are in your budget. I don't know, guys. Get yourself on Zoopla, get on Prime Location. I'm a Zoopla girl. I feel like everyone else uses Prime Location and Rightmove. Get your deliveries. And we do have a lot of blue plaques in the area. Oh gosh, I should put my glasses on. Now those blue plaques that I've just shown you, they basically are an official stamp that someone very famous or of notable excellence, shall we say, lived there. Sometimes they've lived there for about 5 minutes, other times their whole life, but we'll keep an eye out. There's one that I want to try and remember to show you, so stay tuned. Oh, talk about goals. Halkin Mews, look at that. That's very like Hampstead, isn't it? Oh, what a dream. It is a posh little street, and I quite like that it's pedestrianised now. And you've got lots of nice shops, a lot of them honestly leaning towards women. Oh, what have we got here? Oh, I keep seeing this on Instagram and on TikTok, Gallery 18. And they have got all the fancy no doubt rare, very expensive trainers or sneakers. Oh, I don't think I'm probably allowed to film in there. Yeah, posh shoe shops, posh hairdressers, and everything in between. And let's be honest, the best Waitrose in the whole country, in my opinion. Did the cheese shop close? Wasn't there a cheese shop? Or maybe it's having a refurb, or another cafe coming. Oh, I don't know. But look at this architecture. Isn't it lovely? Look at the curved windows. I love it. Right, I'm just going to balance you on the window of Waitrose. I'm sure they don't mind, but I was mentioning a minute ago that this whole area was a bit of a dive. It was a bit ropey-cokey, wasn't it? But in the early 18th century, that's actually when things started to change. A lot of the royals were starting to kind of be in London a lot more. There's a lot of history to it. I won't go too much into it. But yeah, they decided to basically redo this area. And a certain somebody called Thomas Cubitt, who was like a kind of property developer extraordinaire, decided to build some residential houses. Oh my God, people are like paying for their food, looking at me like, what is she doing at the self-service? Anyway, yeah, it was a good 100 years of like development, but kind of 1820 onward is when, you can tell by the architecture, things started to really get built. And it was really leaning towards residential rather than commercial, which is what was happening in a lot of other areas of London. But the great thing is there are some little shops in here. I'm going to butcher the name again. You guys were telling me how to say it. Cafe Kizoom. This is a really popular one, and usually there's a massive queue. I'm genuinely confused. Let's go in and get a drink. Ooh, iced matcha with almond milk, £7.35. Welcome to Belgravia, guys. Oh, this looks really good. And they said to me it's Cafe Kitsune. I thought that was an M, but it's an N, which means fox in Japanese. And then you pick it up in the back, which is really cute. And they've got cakes. All right, we'll try this. They said the matcha latte is the most popular. They were so nice in there. And I actually said to them, like, why is there no queue? And they were like, everyone who lives in the area is now away for the summer. They've gone, and I'm more on that in a second. Oh my gosh, so cute. Right, we're getting caffeinated, much needed. We're not going to go into Waitrose. I've shown you that before, but I assume the same prices. But we are alfresco dining. It's just about lunchtime, but I love this area. It's so sweet. The old architecture with the kind of post-war. I keep saying this in so many of my videos, but I'm starting to just, I don't know, be more observant. But yes, obviously post the Second World War, back end of the 40s into the 50s, you have a lot of architecture that obviously replaced buildings that were falling down or fell down, shall we say. And obviously the simplicity of them, they're not as interesting to look at. They haven't got the kind of ornate design that was put in. The stucco fronted houses are definitely what this area is known for. Also, this is really nice, and I've drunk it really quick. £7. Oh, that's a bit much, isn't it? So yeah, you have lots of nice little women's shops, beauty, and someone got very upset that I didn't show you this last time, so I'm showing you now. Okay, we have Neil Strain, a very famous fancy florist. I think that's the florist that's also in Harrods. But this location in Belgravia, we're literally right by Waitrose, by the way, that's the main entrance, is stunning. They have lots of seasonal delights. If it was October, there'll be like an autumnal overlay. But look at this, obviously these ones on the outside are not real around the outside, but these, what do you call those pots? Don't know, whatever they're called, big pot things. Look at those hydrangeas. I am known to be world-class at killing all my plants. Oh yeah, they said I could come in and have a nose. How nice is this? Oh my gosh, I could spend so much. Oh, look at those. Oh my days. I think this is the only thing people should buy me from now on. Look at that, £375. Oof. I'm telling you, Aldi and Lidl, they do really good roses, and they're like £3. Well, granted, they don't quite look as nice as that. £375. This is a point where you have too much money. But yeah, so you've got some beautiful architecture. Oh, it's doing a bit of a refurb down there. And I always love this squashed church. Can you believe that between the two? It looks so cool. I would give it a 9 out of 10, but based on the price, because I did have almond milk. I quite like having almond milk and stuff. I'm a nutter. I love milk. Like, I would just drink a glass of milk. I'm one of those people, but it gives me really bad spots. Anyway, that's not why you clicked on the vlog. I'd give this an 8 out of 10 because I think it was very expensive. If you're happy to spend £7, why not? I want to show you as I go around, hopefully, some of the little Mews streets. And this one has the Star Tavern, a very popular pub. It's a filler's pub, so it's not going to be like posh inside, just very typical kind of old man pub. But look at all of that. There's a lot going on there. And then you have like the modern architecture going over the top. But yeah, you have these cobbled streets. I've been saying for a while, I'll do a separate video as time goes on Mews houses. I kind of need to like partner up with an estate agent. I probably should reply to my emails, I'm really bad, and go and see inside of them. But yes, they are houses that used to be, well, or still at the back of the main house. And yeah, they're now converted into beautiful homes. Oh, that posh, talk about goals. I must admit, I tried to get a taxi down here and then I got on the bus because it was really busy and then Park Lane was shut, so it was all a palaver. Oh, look at the colour of that. That's quite a wild blue, isn't it? My point with that is sometimes it's quicker to actually just get on a bike or like one of the scooters. I've said this before, I say it again, if you're ever coming to London, no one cares what shoes you've got on. Wear comfy shoes. You want to be able to walk because things happen, tube line closes, it rains. You don't need to have bougie shoes on. Which brings us to Belgrave Square. Is he going to look? No, he just pulled straight out. Brilliant. Driving in London is wild. I drive in London, I like it. You've got to have your wits about you, but no one really cares about each other. And if you flinch, you will get beeped. But yes, Belgrave Square is kind of the middle stamp I would put anyway for the Belgravia area. These huge wide roads. So back in the day, these were houses, but they converted, a lot of them converted, as you can tell by the flags, into embassies. After the war, there wasn't really much of a demand for houses or something along the lines of that. But basically, post-war, they probably could have changed into flats, but they didn't. They were still kind of single residences. So yeah, a lot of the country embassies moved here. And you have this huge square with, again, a private garden in the middle. Us peasants aren't allowed unless we jump the fence, which at 5'4" is probably not the best idea. And if you're wondering, the post boxes haven't all changed to CR for obviously King Charles. It was on the news. I think there's one that's been installed so far. I don't know how it works really. Did they just rip all of these out? I probably should do my research, but yes, obviously they still have Elizabeth Royal on all of the post boxes and whatnot. I love these houses so much. I think architecture wise, this might be my favorite. Hampstead is still the goals, guys. Look at that house, how cute. I just love everything. Having that lighter paint makes such a difference. So having lighter paint, I don't know, imagine if everything was a bit stucco fronted. I feel like the UK would just be a happier place indeed. Right, who lived here? William Walton, a composer. A lot of people ask about Mews houses. Majority of the garages, as you can see, they are converted into a lounge, or you know, it's one room on the ground floor. Your house, I try and show you some Mews streets. These are all over London, but they do tend to be in the borough of Kensington, Chelsea and Westminster. But does this not feel like something out of a Charles Dickens book? Oh, I like the shutters, that's a lovely colour. Oh, I quite like that they're all different. Oh wow, and then you've probably got like a modern one at the end there. Oh, look at that, with the stairs. Oh, I'd be like, Monday I'll go left, Tuesday I'll go right. Don't get out much, do I? Also, there's no bins anywhere. Come on, Belgravia, you've got everything else. Fancy buildings, billionaires, you haven't got any bins. You may be noticing something that's a bit weird. There's literally hardly anybody here. There's no one here. And why? Because majority of people who own and live in Belgravia, it's not their first home. They obviously have multiple homes and they're international. So yeah, as the guy was saying in that cafe, a lot of people are now on holiday, or they've gone back to other countries that they own property in. I wonder if they need anyone to house it. I would happily house it, guys. I think I maybe would do it for free as well, could you imagine? But yeah, it's a bit of a weird area. Yeah, there's no one here. Most of the noise comes from a lot of the construction that's going on, a lot of houses being refurbed. Typical afternoon in Belgravia. I know exactly what you guys are going to do. You're about to Google what you could afford in Belgravia. I hate to break it to you, but probably not a lot. Or maybe you are, maybe you're a billionaire watching this, who knows? But if you're gonna be surfing the web, make sure you do it safe using a VPN, which is where the lovely guys at NordVPN come in, the fastest VPN in the world. With a few clicks, you can download it and apply to multiple devices. And yeah, change your virtual presence and be virtually in another country so you can go shopping. Oh, look at the dog. Cute little doggy. NordVPN's threat protection is going to protect you from all those ads and trackers. And one of the benefits of using a VPN and changing your virtual presence to another country is you can actually get better prices on things like hotels and flights, I've told you before. And you can save a bit of money and yeah, plan a trip, save a few extra quid. And I know some of you guys are glued to certain TV series, but when you go on holiday, it's not going to be probably available in the country that you're traveling to. So by changing your presence, you can get all your favorite shows from back home or unlock a bunch of new stuff and pretend you're somewhere else. Also, look at this car. Do we like the yellow? Even though you can't get access to a Eaton Square park, you can get access to the rest of the world using a VPN, NordVPN. So guys, get yourself 4 months for free on a 2-year deal using my link, no one else's, use my link, nordvpn.com/HannahRiCHEST. Get yourself a deal. But yes, I was going to show you Eccleston Mews. This is kind of a very famous one. Again, the cobbled streets. Yes, these were used for bigger households, and now they are individual residential homes. Do correct me in the comments, but yes, the Mews houses originally were kind of like stables in a way, where they kept animals, and then it became kind of staff quarters, and then eventually it was kind of like back end of 1800s into the early 1900s that they became a bit more of, yeah, people would live there, and then eventually kind of 1940s, 1950s onwards, because my dad always jokes he should have bought a Mews house back in the day when he was, you know, in like the 60s, 70s or whatever, because they were still dirt cheap, but now they are very, very expensive places to live. Lovely car, yes, but this grey trend, are you a fan of it? I know a lot of very expensive cars are in that kind of flat grey, clay, shall we say? I don't know. I'm old school. Anyway, can't afford the car anyway. What have we got here? So John Lubbock, a baron, was born there. Very nice. Born into a pretty good house, let's be honest. Yes, look at this. I like... right. I feel like the neighbours needed to have a bit of a chit chat, a little group chat or something, and be like, guys, what colour are you going for? If you're going to refurb, let's have an agreement that we stick to colour X. Anyway, look, see, no one's here. A couple of people walking about. Oh, look at this cute car. How low is that car though? That's low. Wow, I don't know how to get back out of that. Oh, it's getting windy. Oh, it better not bloody rain. Are you joking? Oh, I hope not. I haven't got my wind muffler for my thing either. Are you subscribed? Do me a favour, guys. We're out and about, I'm filming. I hope you're enjoying this, but do subscribe. I tend to do lots of videos on London. Well, I live in London. I'll show you shopping trips, talk about the areas that I like from a kind of Londoner's perspective. How old am I? I'm getting on a bit. Oh my God, I've got like a massive cluster of grey hair. Okay, no one cares. But yeah, I have lived in London for probably about 17 years now. I'm originally from Buckinghamshire, but I love London, and I like showing you guys a little snippet of what I get up to. So make sure you are subscribed and give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. But we're gonna go shopping. We're gonna look at the shops in a minute. I like looking, it sounds a bit weird. Different number plates, look at that. From Monaco, wow. That's quite cool. I feel like I've never seen a Monaco number plate or noticed it, it's tiny. I'm not gonna lie, I've seen about 30 car park tickets already, or parking tickets. I feel like people don't really care, everyone's just parked wherever. The billionaires have literally deserted Belgravia. They must be on their private islands or something. It's like the Marie Celeste. And then we have Eaton Square. It's more of a gigantic rectangle with a big road going through it, if I'm honest with you. This is the creme de la creme. And again, all of their parks are under lock and key, private garden, no public access. I feel like I've never really seen anyone in any of these parks. The bigger houses will have a little bit of a garden in the back, not a lot if I'm honest with you. But I guess if you are at this level of life, of wealth, these people aren't rich, they are wealthy, maybe you don't really care and you are literally just walking your dog and that's about it. But look at these. Wonder how often they have to repaint these. Well, this garden, you're not allowed dogs at all. Feels a bit harsh, doesn't it? Just gonna walk around because there's hardly any cars, there's hardly any people. There's a lot of security, guys. Tried not to film it, but outside a lot of the homes, there's security. Also, look at this number plate. Where is it? Come on, camera, come on. Left. Do you think maybe their like brother or sisters got right? That would be funny. But yeah, hello, is anyone home? And now on the other side of Eaton Square, you have a couple of Mewses. You have South Mews. Really, really nice. You get the vibe, don't you? And probably no surprise, there are a lot of famous people who have lived or live here. Apparently Joan Collins lives here. Who else? Sean Connery apparently lived here, as well as Roger Moore. And if it's good enough for a couple of Bonds, it's good enough for me. And speaking of Bond, wait till the end, I'll have a surprise. Is it going to be sunny or not? It can't make its mind up. But yeah, Chester Square. I've definitely shown you this many times. Look at this. What a dream. Oh, I've totally vlogged this before, haven't I? On the right, you've got the back of the Colombian embassy. This is one of the cutest little streets. We're on Elizabeth Street, right by Victoria, guys. It's so near. And on the left here, probably a pub that I really, really like, the Thomas Cubitt. I mentioned that bloke's name probably about 35 minutes ago. He was a very famous developer in London and with the Royals, and rejuvenated this area. So there's a pub named after him. I don't want to film people too much, but look at the vibes. It's so cute along here. Very posh. Is that a pet store? I think that is on the corner. Goodness me. Yeah, women's stores. What else have we got? Jewelers. And of course, your local wine merchant. I bet they've got some real fancy bottles of wine in there. I think everyone loves a little wicker basket bike, don't they? Just, it's good look. Oh, I feel like I've definitely vlogged this area. Look at the old chemist. How cool is that? With like the sign up the top. Yeah, see, even the street's got like a pedestrianised vibe to it. Little alfresco dining. Very nice, very nice. All the little fake flowers, the whole fake flowers around the shop front and cafes is still a very big thing. I don't know if this is a UK thing or what, do you see what I mean? Sometimes they do look a bit discoloured, but get your Botox and a frock on a Saturday afternoon. Yeah, some very posh places. Right, I'm going to try and show you without filming people too much. It's on the corner of Ebury and Elizabeth Street, like I said, a stone's throw from Victoria. But it's always very, very busy. Very cute though. A quick look at the cakes. £7.20 for takeout for the cupcakes, or £8.20 for a slice. Try and show you a little bit the menu so you can get coffees and stuff to go. You don't have to have the afternoon tea, but yeah, very, very limited seat outside. It's got lots of little cute floral things. Oh, I don't know. I don't think it would be the easiest thing to vlog because you're sat really near each other. People are just trying to have a nice time. It might be one that I never vlog, but it's cute. Peggy portion. You've got Tom Tom Coffee House. You can see people queuing. This is what I mean. It's just very popular. Lots of places to grab a drink. And we are, like, across those lights is Victoria Coach Station. And I've shown it before, but I'll show it again, all right? Bailey and Sage. You think Waitrose is posh, all right? This place is crazy fancy. They have security on the door. I'm gonna ask if I can film. Look how neat this is. Yeah, it definitely gives Whole Foods a run for their money. Oh, a little bit of rosé there. Hold on a minute. Yeah, this is the kind of prices we're looking at. £37.50. Lots of nice bakery treats. £1.75 for a croissant. It's kind of standard now, actually. I shouldn't say that, but it is. Olives, meats. This is the kind of place, like, if you want like a little, a knick-knack, a £25 little cheese, was that cheese knife set or whatever. I feel like it's quite a good little kind of gifty place. The flies are an extra £1. It's a bit gross, actually, isn't it? Posh sausage, meats. Like I say, look at the colour of all these veggies. Kind of makes you want to be healthy. Oh, they look quite yummy, don't they? Do you know what? I find, are they cannolis? I don't know. Is that what they're called? I find them, yeah, really hard to eat, real life problems. I don't know, I feel like they're a bit of a hassle to eat. Oh, hold on, let's look at the cheese. Hold on a minute. Oh, it's so nice and cold in here. Oh, yum indeed. I always want to show one that looks like it's proper hairy. Oh, look at that one. $7.70. That's well hairy. Ooh, I do like cheese. I'll eat most things, once anyway. Oh, they have some to-go food. I'm getting so hungry, but I think I want to show you one more place, but what are we looking at? £5, £6 for a baguette. I find prep really expensive now. Got vegan. There's a lot of vegan and vegetarian in places now. Let's rock and roll, people. I was going to buy cake, but they're all covered in flies, so I don't really... That might up my protein for the day, but it's not by choice. Peggy portion really does brighten up the road. Nice little tea. Oh god, am I going to film everyone? Everyone's probably like idiot vloggers turned up. But yeah, Biscuiteers, they have a little cafe and a big telly to watch, I guess, the Olympics. I was going to vlog inside a Biscuiteers, but I don't have the confidence. But yeah, you've got a little wine. It was a wine studio. I think they do like painting and wine, and people are outside watching the Olympics. Things like Wimbledon will be on here, you know, other like summery things. Ice cream is £4, drinks. I actually wouldn't recommend this Jones family place. Last time I went, it wasn't very good. But loads of places to eat in the area. I do recommend Chuck's. Chuck's does really good pasta and it's round the corner and it's very good value. But yeah, Eccleston Yard, I think a lot of people have just never come down here. It's got like a really nice feel to it. Feels a bit like Islington actually. I will do a video there eventually. You have Attis, a very popular place, a very brunchy kind of place to go. And down on Eccleston Street, there's a little bit more going on down here, isn't there? I think a lot of people who are, you know, near Victoria or Pimlico pop along here, but still very quiet. Is it Acai or Acai? Comment below and put like an E at the end, because I don't know what you call it. Which, guys, brings me to the last blue plaque in the end of this video. This gorgeous building behind me, yes, is where Ian Fleming lived, the creator of James Bond. Someone got upset because I think I walked past it in one of my previous videos and they were like, you didn't show it. Can't show them all. I'm sure there's loads of blue plaques that I have missed, but yeah, beautiful little street, isn't it? And a question for you, all right? Sound it off in the comments. Who do you want to be the next James Bond? Who do you think it will be? I have an opinion, I have a preference. I kind of want it to be James Norton, but I don't think it will be. And up on Lower Belgrave Street, again, pretty quiet. And I'm going to finish this video outside the beautiful Goring Hotel, a favorite with the royals. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, check out NordVPN. All right, get those 4 months for free. Let me know where else you want to see over the summer. Well, into autumn, I am doing one video a week every Friday. Yeah, let's enjoy the summer. I want to enjoy the summer a bit. Give this video a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And make sure you are subscribed. Bye, guys.